It's May 8th, 2018. If you look on the internet, you can find a news report about TAZADAQYAH, aka Jermaine Grant, the cult leader from New Jersey who's been defrauding members from the church and just stealing millions, embezzled $5.3 million through these faithful members through the span of 10 years, maybe more. But so there's a lot of taxes, you know, a lot of tax issues there. That's a whole nother issue. But what happened today was that TAZADAQYAH, Jermaine Grant, actually pled not guilty to the 6 counts of tax fraud and conspiracy against the United States. He had about 100 of his guys, faithful members, still out there. The same members that he's been robbing throughout all these years. They're backing him up with this trial. And not only that, what's been coming out, which is, I mean, it's from various sources, so I know this is true, is that members in the church are being asked, not being asked, they're being demanded that they pay $1,000. Ranking members all have to pay $1,000. This is mandatory. This was like they were supposed to come up with this maybe within a week or something like that. Doesn't matter. It was already due, and it's due right away, pretty much. You need $1,000 minimum for court fees. He's telling them straight up why he needs the money. This is like a child being, I mean, this is ridiculous what's going on here. The same members that are being robbed and used as like idiots are now defending, still there. I mean, this guy has 20, 30-year members that are still there. They're not going to go anywhere after 20, 30 years. Some of them have been there longer. They're going along with the ride, with the lies. And he's taking them as far as he can, as much money as he can get out of them. You know, I mean, this is how leeches live. This is how sociopaths live. And they just can't believe that, you know, God would allow their holy temple to go through something like this. So this is the best way they can rationalize in their mind that you know, this has to be false allegations from the government, from the United States of America. It should be really easy then, if it's all lies, for TAZADAQYAH to show proof of income. Where do you get your money from? And where's the money at? That's what we want to know. We know how much money was spent. Where's the rest of the money? Which is what I want to know. Because there's a way you can make things better here, Jermaine Grant. You still have an opportunity. Well, you already pled not guilty. But you had the opportunity where you could have said, you know what? I was wrong. Here's some money. Hopefully this can make things better. I'm going to go away now. Whatever it is, wherever the hell you need to go. Crawl back into that damn dirty pussy that you fucking call your mom's womb. Crawl back into that cave that you fucking crawled out of, you dirty piece of shit. I just gotta say that, TAZADAQYAH. So I'm glad this is happening. I'm not glad that these members are still behind this cat. This is just ridiculous, the lengths that some brainwashed cult members would go to remain in their madness, to stay in their crap. But this is again San Miguel. Had to come at you with a new video because today TAZADAQYAH has pled not guilty for the counts of tax fraud and conspiracy against the United States. Lincoln Warrington also right behind TAZADAQYAH, which might have not been a smart move because the courts is going to come down harder on him since he's pleading not guilty. I mean, the charges could be worse than if you would have just pled guilty and copped out. You know, I said in the beginning when I first started making videos that be careful if you hear of any big payments that need to come in right away, mandatory, because TAZADAQYAH just might as well go off and run and take the money. You have $1,000 that have to come in mandatory from all ranking members in the ICGJC, which is good enough to bring TAZADAQYAH maybe anywhere from 80 to 100,000. Which is a good enough amount of money for him to maybe run, maybe not. And then from the non-members or the women in the church who are, you know, in the dozy class, those sisters that be dozing off, they have to pay, or they don't have to pay. It's just like an alms, you know, whatever they can give. But the ranking members have to give $1,000 a minimum. And this guy's gonna take these people along for the ride as far as he can. I don't think it was a good idea that he pled not guilty, but maybe he's really trying to run, or he's trying to fight this. Maybe he knows something that we don't know. But when you have charges like tax fraud, 5 of them, you better have some good evidence. Now, there are members still in there. I mean, I'm getting this source. I mean, this information is from different sources within the ICGJC that they're paying. They have to pay $1,000 minimum. And I know it's a weird vibe in there right now. It's just, you know, he's taking these people along for the ride, and it's like a sitcom or a novela where you have a story that's ongoing, right? Like a soap opera that keeps you hanging on like a cliffhanger. He's taking his people from one thing to another. And next we're gonna do this, and we're gonna go to Israel. We're almost there. These people really think that Jesus Christ is about to come, when the scripture says that no man knoweth. That Jesus Christ is gonna come on a time when, you know, it's gonna be like a thief in the night. But yet he's leading them to believe that this is it. I know that Jesus Christ is soon to come, and we're on our way to, they think that they're on their way to Israel. No, stupid. You're on your way to paying this guy's lawyer fees. That's where you're on your way to. He's on his way back to his little huts, wherever the hell he's at. He's staying at now. And you're just gonna be there waiting and waiting until he tells you the next thing to do. That's what's going on in the ICGJC. These members are not trying to figure out how they can beat this case, or they're not even really thinking about these charges. The simple answer that this was all false and it's fake news, it's just like Trump. It now allows them, or basically gives them no reason to have to think anymore. Now it's just, that's it. I don't have to figure out what's going on. In their minds, this is how they think. Now, logically, I could just do away with it, put it to the side, because it's all fake news anyways, and I'm gonna put it in the Lord's hands. It's sad, I mean, but this is what religion does. Religion is the opium for the masses, and it's like these people are literally doped up, and they can't discern what's real from fake. And they have biases. They do special pleading for their leader. Excuses that they won't typically use for any other situation. It becomes okay for TAZADAQYAH because it's, you know, this is TAZADAQYAH, of course. This is their leader. This is their guy. This is their father, their spiritual daddy. But I'm going to tell you, TAZADAQYAH, you can't wear Prada shoes in jail. I just got to let you know that. You know, they don't have orange Prada shoes. I don't think that's going to be matching, you know, the whole jumpsuit thing. But hopefully, you know, you got it all figured out, TAZADAQYAH. And to the members of the ICGJC, I say shalom. And stay tuned.